ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्रीतुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome. A very pained Sita ji comes and surrenders herself at the feet of the mother-in-law, Devi Kaushalya ji. Kaushalya ji also talks to Ramchandra ji as to what should happen, what should she advise Sita ji. And then we see Ramchandra ji speaks to Sita ji. He seeks permission from his mother and pardon to talk to his wife in front of the mother. And then he speaks because of the need of the hour, because it is emergency, he has to leave. Therefore, he speaks to Sita ji and tells her, Gurashruti sammata dharma phalu, paya binahi kalesa, the virtue of obeying. The husband, Pati, as well as elders is what is talked about in the Vedas and by the Santa Purushas, and which will only bring reward to you, O Sita. Hatabasa saba sankata sahe. In case you are adamant, then only problems will come to you. And he quotes two examples of Galava, the Shishya of sage Vishwamitra, and Nahusha Nripa, the king Nahusha. Yesterday we saw in detail. Now, Ramchandraji continues further speaking to Sita ji. We will see what he says. मैं पुनि करी प्रवान पितुबानी बेगी फिर बसुनु सुमुखी सयानी दिवि सजात नहीं लागी ही बारा सुंदरी सुखवनु सुनहु हमारा जाओ हठ करहु प्रेम बस बामा तौ तुम दुख पाउ बपरिनामा काननु कठिन भयंकरु भारी घोर घामु हिम बारी बयारी कुस कंटक मग कांकर नाना चलब पया देहि बिनु पद त्राना चरण कमल मृदु मंजु तुम्हारे मार्ग गम भूमि धर भारे कंदर कोहन दीन दनारे अगम अगाधन जाहि निहारे भालु बाघ बृक के हरि नागा करहि नाद सुनि धीर जुभागा भूमि सयन बल कल बसन असनु कंद फल मूल ते की सदा सब दिन मिलही सबुई समय अनुकूल सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। मैं पुनि करी प्रवान पितुबानी। Hey Sita, I will soon return after completing the assignment given by my father, King Dasharatha. Begi phirabasunu sumukhi sayani. Hey Sumukhi, hey Sayani, oh beautiful lady, and very intelligent you are, a brilliant lady you are. Sayani, begi pirabasunu. And for myself, as far as I am concerned, please listen. I will return soon. As soon as I complete my father's wishes, his order, I will immediately return. Why will I stay there further? दिवस जात नहीं लागी ही भारा. Divasa jata, days will just, quickly go away. That is why it is said, time and tide waits for none. Isn't it? Time will fly away. Kalaha kridati gacchati ayuhu. Bhajagovindam says, Sundari sikhavanu sunahu hamara. Therefore, Sita, please heed to my advice. Listen to my advice. And, oh charming lady, Jao hata karahu prema basabama. In case, on the other hand, if you persist for coming along with me, this only shows, though in Tulsi Ramayan, Tulsidas ji has not yet mentioned that Sita ji wants to go with Ramchandra ji, Now it appears, it is understood that when she came and surrendered herself at the feet of her mother-in-law, she must definitely have communicated that I will go with my Bhagavan. Therefore, Jao hatakarahu prema basabama, in case you persist in coming along with me because of your love for me, prema basabama, because of your love for me, O lady, taun tuma dukh paavu, taun tuma dukh paavuba parinama. What is the parinama of that you coming along with me? You will eventually come to experience tremendous grief, so much of problems. Therefore, please think over. Kananu katina bhayankaru bhari. Kananu, the forest, katina. It is very rugged. It is very harsh. It is very hard. Bhayankaru bhari. It is most dreadful. We don't know what will happen. Ghora ghamu hima bari bayari. With this tremendous heat or extreme cold. Rain and blasts in between. Kusa kantaka maga kakaranana. There are so many prickly grass, thorns everywhere, and stones of various kinds, which are very harsh. You may hit on that, you might strike your leg on that. Chalaba paya dehi binu padatrana. And you have to tread all of them, remember. You have to walk through all of them, and there is no protection for your feet. We may not be wearing our padaraksha also. See, he has seen it. He has foreseen everything as though. There is no bino padatrana. There is no padaraksha also. You can't wear a slipper. Charana kamala mrudu manju tumhare maraga gama bhumi dhara bhare. Sita, your lotus feet. Why lotus feet here? He says, your feet is like lotus. What does that indicate? It is so soft. It is so gentle. And therefore, Charana Kamala Mrudu Manju Tumare, it is so delicate. It is so beautiful and lovely. Maraga Agama Bhumi Dharabare, and the path is so difficult, all that your leg cannot take it. You are not used to it. Kaushalyaji said, what did she say? Even looking at a picture of a kapi, she will get afraid. That soft is her heart also. That soft is her mind. That soft is her pada. Such a soft, delicate lady. How can you come? Kandara koha nadi nadanari. And the whole path is intercepted by lot of mountains, rivers, and streams. And then there could be even split in the land, which can throw up many times, which can skid many times. Agama agadhana jahini hare. Then the rivers can be on spate. Then there can be small stream also which can be skidding. And the current may be very forceful that you can't cross over. And it may be very unapproachable. Normal human being cannot just go unless you are trained in that and you become so strong and you are ready to take the harsh route. And so it is so mysterious, it is terrible. Therefore, it is not meant for you. Bhalu baga brika keharinaga. And not only the terrain may be like that, it might also have inhabitants of tigers, bears, wolves, lions, elephants. So many. Karahi nada suni dhiraj bhaga. And it will give such noise, such cry, as though that you will lose your very presence of mind. That harsh it would be, that bhayankara it would be. Bhumi sayana bala kalabasana hasanu kanda phalamoola. And then, it is not that you start in the morning and reach somewhere in the evening. We have to go for years, 14 years we have to travel. And the floor is not very soft and smooth like your, very cushioned bed or sofas where you sit down or recline. It is very harsh. Stones, pebbles, thorns. In that particular harsh road we have to travel, not only walking, you have to sleep on that. How can you do? You are such a soft person, such a delicate girl you are. Asanu kanda phala mula. And what will you eat? Kanda phala mula. Kanda means, you call, otherwise it's called as corns, not corns. Corns, corms. And corns also can be added along with that, if it is available en route. But it is all certain kind of bulbs. Another word is bulbs. It doesn't, I don't know, I have not come up, I tried my level best to understand what is a bulb. They show, even in Google, they show some plants which are edible, which can be eaten. Very many people eat. Like even the palak, etc. is all plants only, isn't it? Similarly, these so-called bulbs are a particular variety. You may have to eat that only. And very many times you can be fooled. It can be poisonous. And there could be some fruits here and there, probably. And moola, roots you have to eat. Kanda, moola, phalakai. We will see it in Sundarakanda. Teki sada sabadhina milahi. Sabui samaya anukula. Not that all the time you will get fruits and roots and all that bulbs, etc., which are edible to eat and you can eat and fill your stomach. No guarantee. Whatever is available at that particular period of time, with that particular season, whatever is available, we have to eat. There is no guarantee that it will be available also all over. Therefore, please think. Continuing. Nara ahara rajani chara charahi kapata besha bidhi koti kakarahi lagai ati pahara kar pani bipina bipati nahi jai bhakhani byala karala bihag bana ghora निशिचर निकर नारी नर चोरा डर पहि धीर गहन सुधि आए मृगलोचनी तुम भीरु सुभाए हंस गवनी तुम नहीं बन जोगु सुनि अपजसु मोहि देहि लोगु मानस सलिल सुधा प्रतिपाली जियई किलवन पयोधि मराली नवरसाल बन विहरन सीला सोह की कोकिल बिपन करीला रहूं भवन सहृदय बिचारी चंद बदनी दुख कानन भारी सहज सुहृद गुर स्वामी सिख जो न करई सिरमानी सो पचिताई अघाई उर अवसि होई हितहानि सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Continuing, he says, नर आहार रजनी चर चरही. Nara ahara. And Rajani Chara Charahi, all the demons. Rajani Chara means the one who moves in darkness at night. And who are they? Demons only, normally. Now today, we have so much of cities in the world which runs 24 bar 7, isn't it? A city like Bengaluru, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, etc., Tiruvananthapuram, all of them are cities who are awake 24 hours, isn't it? And there are other cities also, maybe. And there are people who work at midnight, night shifts. Today that particular condition have come. But those days, Rajani Chara means demons. Others don't walk around in the night. Alright. And Nara Ahara, these demons have Ahara. What is that Ahara? Human being, Nara. Man eaters. Woman included. Every time I keep telling. Kapatabesha vidhi kotika karahi. Kapatavesha, they disguise themselves. They have got such powers. Maya Shakti is there. So they disguise themselves in different forms, and they come, and with such deceptive forms, they will eat away. They will cause harm. They will cause pain and trouble. Lagayati pahara karapani. And what to talk of the waters in the hills? They are flowing in the streams, and they will not be such, clean and pure water. It might be with dust and dirt and mud and muck and everything. So it is not very good. It is not a wholesome, powerful, nutritious water, etc. Bipina bipati nahi jai bakhani. The hardships of the forest, O Sita, nahi jai bakhani, cannot be described. He has described so much, and then again he says cannot be described. This itself is so bhayankara. Tell me what all are unable to describe, how terrible it will be. Byala karala bihagabana ghora. Byala karala, terrible poisonous reptiles, snakes, and wild birds also. Which can be poisonous, very fierce birds also, eagles and all those such birds. Nisi charani karanari narachora. There will be multitudes of demons. The demons, they just come and they just lift men and women and go. They eat them, or they trouble them, just for the heck of it, if we may call so in our modern languages. Darapahi dhira gahana sudhiyaye. Even the boldest, very strong dhira purushas, even they start shuddering. Even they start shivering, walking through the forest. And you are so komala. Mrigalochani tumabhiru sabhayi. While you, Sita, you are such a beautiful eyed, delicate, very timid, very soft. You are such a darling. So soft. You are so much delicate in your nature. How can you go through all these? Hamsa gavani tumi nahi ban jogu. You are not fit for the woods at all. You are not at all fit for the woods. Suni apaja sumohi deihi logu. And not only that, while all these are primary, there is one more point which you may not like it. What is that? Apajasu mohidehi. People, logu, apajasu mohidehi. They will criticize me for taking you to the harsh forest, which is not what I wanted also. But people will also criticize me for that. Manasa salila sudha pratipali. And can, It is a very beautiful example he gives. A female baby swan. Normally we call it as cygnet. A female baby swan who has been brought up in beautiful places like Manasarovara, Manasa Salila, Sudha Pratipali, Jai Kalavana Payodhi Marali. How can such a beautiful, soft, sweet, wonderful swan, which is brought up in Manasarovar, how can that live in the salty, tidy waves of the ocean? Not possible, because it has always lived in the most sweet waters of the Manasarovar. Such a baby swan, how can it live in ocean with salty water, with high tides, rash tides? How can it be? Navarasalabana biharana sila. A cuckoo bird. Cuckoo or cuckoo, whatever, there are two ways of sounds I have heard. So, cuckoo bird or cuckoo bird, whatever, mostly cuckoo it is said, I suppose. How can a cuckoo bird living in the mango grove with sweet mangoes, eating those sweet mangoes, enjoying the taste of mangoes, living there, how can such a cuckoo bird live in among the bushes of Karela plants? Sohaki kokila bipina Karela. Karela means Karela. Bitter gourd. How can such a beautiful cuckoo live in Karela bushes? Rahahu bhavana sahridaya bichari. Hey Sita, asa hridaya bichari. Think about all this in your heart. Ponder all this in your heart. Rahahu bhavana, stay at home. Everybody will be happy. You will have the most wonderful, opportunity, blessing of serving my parents. You will gain their blessings. And what more can be a way of life than that? And I will come back. Until then, you hold on. Sahaja Suhrida Gura Swami Sikha. Normally. Now don't think, Swamiji, my son and daughter is not listening to me. They never respect me. They don't do. This problem is there from Anadi Kala. And look at that. Without that, Ramchandraji would not have spoken these words. Or Tulsidaji would not have written these words. Sahaja Suhrida Gura Swami Sikha Jona Karai Siramani. He or she. Always. There is no he and she. We have always again and again told. Why I am saying this? When we say he, all the she's might think, oh, it is not for me. Therefore, again and again I have to tell. Why again and again? Because earlier whenever I have told, they might not have listened to. Therefore, I have to tell again and again. He is also includes she. She also includes he wherever it is required. Alright. Now, he or she who does not reverentially follow na karai siramani, sahaja suhrida gura swami sikha, all the advices, sikha means advices, teachings, guidance, sometimes instructions. The one who does not follow, of whose advice, most, wonderful friend. Guru, preceptor, guru, and master, teacher, elders also included in this. When the advice of such wonderful people is not taken, he or she who is disinterested in that, so pachitai, that person will definitely repent on the later date. Pachitai, aghai ura, in their heart of the hearts, they will only repent. The one who does not listen to the Guru, to the elders, to the parents, teachers, etc. Avasiho ihitahani, surely harm only will come. Nothing else will come. They will repent and they have to suffer later. Continuing, now see, Sitaji until now is quiet, listening to Ramchandraji. Now see what she says. Tulsi Dasji is now expressing her mind, and then she will express her mind also. Suni mridu bachana manohar piya ke लोचन ललित भरे जलसिय के शीतल सिख दाहक भई कैसे चकई सरद चंदनी सी जैसे उतरुन आव बिकल बई देही तजन चहत सुचि स्वामी सनेही बरबसरों की बिलोचन बारी धरि धीर जोर अवनी कुमारी लागी सासु पग कह कर जोरी क्षम बिदेवी बड़ी अभिनय मोरी दीन्ही प्राणपति मोहि सिख सोई जेहि विधि मोर परम हित होई मैं पुनि समुझी दीखी मन माही पिय वियोग सम दुख जगनाही प्राणनाथ करुणायतन सुंदर सुखद सुजान तुम बिनु रघुकुल कुमुद बिदु सुरपुर नरक समान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। We have such naris in our Punya Bhumi, and more so in the most Punya Bhumi Bharata. Bharata has got such wonderful women who is, may not be a great, educated in probably in our modern era way of thinking. They may not have great degrees and post graduations, etc., etc. They may not be even educated for all you know. But the culture that has been given from time to time in the decadence of time still persists, if not at large, at corners, at patches, at pockets of some very traditional religious places. You will find such wonderful culture still existing. Those days, we have been told, we were not alive at that time, we were not born at that time. Those days were such that even the wife would not lift her head to look straight in the eyes of the husband. They would fear to see the eyes of the mother-in-law and father-in-law. There is one family whom I myself know, where that father was an officer in the Air Force. Even after retirement, he was serving. And even during our generation, and his sons and daughters would not look at him. Such families are there. Now, but the culture has taken a change over decadence of time. Today, that kind of respect, that kind of reverence, that kind of, that inner fear not out of making mistakes, fear because of reverence. Gaurava, we say, respect. Even today, some families are there, but they are very rare. But they are there. Unfortunate, pitiable, sad is that today's generation do not understand the glories of such a reverence to elders, the beauty of such respect to our elders, the importance, the significance of being at the feet, obeying their guidance. It is not that every elderly person will go and guide you wrongly. Not everybody does. Definitely elders who have love for you will guide you properly because they also care. They also love you. Therefore, for the good of yours, they might give you certain guidance which your current status of mind may not agree, may not appreciate. But the culture remains the same. While they give you advice, obey. We may not understand why that advice is given, obey. Over a period of time, you will understand why our elders, how many elders today say, oh my father, oh my mother, my grandmother used to say that at that time I was not good enough to understand all that. I found it to be very erratic. They don't even understand me. How many children say, my parents don't understand me? And how many parents say, the child will never understand? Think. This is how it is. Now, when we see this particular sequence today, what we are going to see, very many would, immediately jump to conclusions. Oh, Sita ji herself did not listen. Why should I listen? Oh, Ramchandra ji himself did not listen to his mother. Why should I listen? All these are exhibitions of supreme stupidity. When elders say, they say with knowledge plus experience. Knowledge is also important, and the guidance from an experienced person is much more important. We neither have proper knowledge as to how we have to, be with elders and teachers and gurus, because we oppose. We oppose because we think, the guru is, I know better. I am important. I am the person here. Without me, nothing will happen. I Ram. Tasya vina trinam api na chalati. Not you or me. There is nobody in this world who are indispensable. Therefore, nothing or nobody is greater. The one who does not listen to the advice of the elders or the guru will have to repent, will have to suffer. Sita ji, she had her own arguments, which we will see. But she definitely repented later. She definitely felt all the pain and sorrow. However, she had her own arguments and she withstood everybody because she never left the umbrella of her Bhagavan. Think. Now see. Suni mridu bachana manohara piyake. Sita ji, when she listened to the soft, very convincing, very loving, very caring, beautiful, well-articulated advice of Ramchandra ji, Lochana Lalita Bhare, Jalasiyake, her eyes were filled with tears. Naturally. Naturally. Sitala Sikha. It was so cold. Probably at that period of time, it was so cold, but for her, it was scorching. It was such a heat wave. Chakaihi sarada chandani sijaise. Like how the moonlit autumn, that season, the Chakravaka bird. Chakaihi means what? Chakravaka bird. It does not like that moonlit. Why? Because its way of life, its thinking is different. Think. Utaruna ava bikala baidehi. Utaruna ava, she did not have answer to tell at that particular mind. Why? Because she was choking out of pain. She was choking out of suffering inside. She was absolutely spellbound. Taja chahata suchi swami sanehi. She was with that agony because of that wonderful love she had towards her Lord Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra Ji. Barabasaro ki bilochana bari dhari dhira juravani kumari. And then she came to terms. And then she wiped her eyes. And then the daughter of Lord Earth, Videha Raja's daughter, Vaidehi, Dharidhiraju, she, restrained her flow, her eruption of emotions. She restrained all of them, and then she slowly came to terms. Lagi saju paga kaha karajori. She brought lot of courage. Now this is a very important point. Time and again we find any Shastra you take, any text you take, any Purana or Itihasa you take, you will find a Nari Shakti is being projected to indicate that the women have such powers. They are capable. Now, immediately don't jump to conclusion. See, Nari has got, I have got Shakti, I can do anything. Who are you? No, Shantam Papa. Don't do that. Then you will also suffer. Remember, the idea here is, Stree Shakti cannot be underestimated. We are not talking of the Stree Shakti, in the political fraternity. We are talking of Stree Shakti from the standpoint of spiritual knowledge. Remember this. Stree has Shakti when she directs her energy towards righteous thinking. She has Shakti. But the same Shakti, when it is wrongly used, she will suffer. She will be kicked. The world will kick her. Therefore, understand what is Stree Shakti properly. The Stree Shakti in Sita Ji now slowly comes up. Dharidhiraju, Uravani Kumari, the daughter of Videha Raja, she restrained her pain and she took courage. She brought in all her courage. And then, falling at the feet of her mother-in-law, Devi Kaushalya, she spoke to her with folded palms. Folding the palms. Today this culture is not there. Why? Today we have taken everything for granted. And elders also behave like that only. We should not always condemn younger generation. The elders also don't behave properly. Is it not? Therefore they don't deserve probably. But you cannot, generalize everybody. There are good people At the elderly standpoint, there are definitely good people amongst the youngsters. Sitaji, folding both the palms in front of her, falling at her feet, Chamabi debi badi abhinaya mori. Hey Mata, please forgive. Please forgive me at this period that I am forced to speak a little loudly. I am forced to assert my situation. I am forced to make you understand what is my capacity. And therefore, it is not audacity. But however, if you think it is an audacity, please forgive me. This shows the knowledge of the culture. Vidya dadati vinayam. Dinhi pranapati mohi sikhasoi. My pranapati, Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji, mohi sikhasoi dinhi. He has given me that wonderful knowledge. He has offered me, he has tendered. Jehibidi mora paramahita hoi. That which will give me good only. In the best interests towards me, my pranapati has spoken, has given all the conditions that will come up while we go to the forest, in case I go to the forest. I understand his love. I understand your care. I understand, not only just understand, I can feel the love and care of both of you. The unquestionable love which you have towards me. Mai puni samuji dikhi manamahi. I have pondered within myself while both of you are speaking to me and telling me how difficult is this yatra. I know it is difficult. I have that much of sense to understand that forest is going to be very difficult. I can realize I cannot carry bedding, etc. I cannot carry anything. Why? We are going to go like a sannyasi. Think. Piya biyoga samadukhu jaganahi. I realized. What is that? There is no calamity. Now please look at that line very, very carefully. Piya biyoga sama dukha jaganahi. One bomb she puts. There is no viyoga. There is no calamity in life than being away from one's own beloved. Think. I am his Dharma Patni. He is my Lord, my Bhagavan. And is there anything better by being separated? There is no calamity. Piya biyoga samadukku jaga nahi. Clear indication. Assertive statement. Think. Prananatha karunayatana sundara sukhada sujana. My Prananatha, the Lord of my life, Karunayatana, He is the very abode of compassion, mercy, love, etc. Sundara, most handsome, Sukhada, most friendly, Sujana, the wisest of all. Naturally, He is Bhagavan. Tumabinu raghukula kumuda bidhu. Hey Bhagavan, without you, who are you? The moon, which is the energizer of the lily flower. Hey Raghukula Natha, Surapura Naraka Samana, even heaven is equivalent to dreadful hell. So with this she has asserted what is her understanding of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. And how beautifully she articulates her standpoint. What a clarity she has. How assertive she can be that the mother-in-law and the Lord cannot reject. We will see tomorrow. All right. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।